my god, Peterbot.
Quezy obviously has won many FNCSs.
Oh, she's crazy.
FNCS Pro Am is starting on May 10th, and these Fortnite duos is going to be competing. In this video, I'm ranking the Fortnite duos who I think would win all the way down to who I think would have like no chance at all. First duo on tier list would be Cypher PK and Pro Moxie. Cypher has gotten better recently qualifying for tournaments with Asian Jeff. He has 1v1 multiple people including Stable Ronaldo and has won by 5-2.
I lost to a multi-billionaire! Is what I'm hearing, bro!
So I do think that he's like one of the best content creators on this list, like he said on an interview. One pro that managed to beat him is Pro Moxie, which coincidentally is his duo. Pro Moxie isn't really the best pro player on this list, so I would put this team on might pull it off. Another team on this list is Peterbot and Aussie Antics. Peterbot is currently the best player in this list with 5 FNCS wins in 1 year alone, but Aussie Antics has only played 2 hours last season and isn't really good at the game, but at least he has the game sense since he watches competitive Fortnite for a living. So we will see if he can adapt and get somewhat of an okay skill level to play for the Pro-Am. And this is really a balanced team since Aussie is one of the worst and Peterbot is one of the best.
Up top, the high ground hit is good, and he needs to go. And he does it again.
I also heard that this team would be doing a strategy where in the early games Peterbot would be looking for kills while Aussie would be camping so that Peterbot could respawn if he gets killed by a duo. That's a good strategy, and I think this duo would be doing relatively decent for the Pro and coming this Saturday. Nick and Quezy is a good duo. Quezy has multiple good placements, and Nick used to be good in the old seasons, but not really right now.
Never back down, never what?
So I think this team deserves a decent, but behind Peterbot and Aussie. Clix and Lacey I think would get a good placement.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm with Lacey!
Lacey is washed, but he found his rhythm and beat Typical Gamer in a 1v1 just a week ago.
No, run it back again, bro.
And Clix is currently on his prime with a 2nd and 3rd in grand finals. So this team is decent in front of Quezy's duo and Peterbot's duo. I don't really know who these teams are, so I'd put them on. Lachlan and Savage would do okay, and so I'd put them behind Nick and Quezy. Loser Fruit is the worst content creator in this list with 0 earnings. Even I could beat her. And Alex plays on Oceania and has never placed well at LAN where Europe and NA players are there. So this team has absolutely no chance at winning. This is just my opinion. Please don't hate on me in the comments. IDK, who this team is Vano, is Clix's old teammate, and he's won a Grands this year with Vico and Flixie. He's a good IGL, so I think this team would get a placement right in between Lachlan and Nick's team. This team goes to Ia. I feel like Thomas HD and Somerset is too overpowered. Somerset has insane earnings and she used to be a pro just last year. In the content creator side, Somerset is definitely the best. Thomas HD is like on Quezy's level, having multiple 2nd places last year. So this team could win, so I'd put them on might pull it off in front of Cipher. All these teams go to A. Cooper has won a global championship and Zemi is literally the best 0-build player, but he doesn't really know how to build, so I'd put them on decent. Kanata is a competitive player for Team Dig and Ronaldo has an FNCS win, and he's the only content creator on this list with an FNCS win. This team deserves to join decent right behind Peterbot and Aussie Antics. I do feel bad for Kanata as Ronaldo will scream on his ear.
In 5 minutes!
Mongrel was the best in his prime.
Elimination Mongrel literally putting on a clinic of why you need to pay attention to what's going on.
But right now isn't really, and Ali is the same skill level as Loser Fruit. And so unfortunately, this team will have to go to no chance. Yuga's prime left with the Fortnite World Cup, but he's still insane and competitive, getting top 8 last Grands, and Typical Gamer is still good. This team also gets decent on this list. Cold and Courage, I say, will win. Cold is an equal skill level to Poyo. He's shown and proved himself to be one of the best players at LAN, and Courage isn't as good as Cipher, but he really has good chemistry with Cold. Be sure to give this video a like, and I'll see you again.